Hey guys, in this video I'm going to show you how to actually shade eyes from scratch, the easiest way to do this. So before we move further, I'm using symmetry as my drawing guide, or what you can do is you can just create one eye and then you can just copy and paste it and flip it horizontally. And if you don't want total similarities in both of the eyes, then that's completely fine. You can draw them separately. Here what I'm doing is I'm using this bluish grayish kind of color to represent the white part of the eye. Now we are starting with this to create a shape of the eye because I'm not using any rough sketches here to create the shape of the eye or to start shading with it. So that's what I'm doing here. And once you have that little white part of the eye, what you want to do is you want to pick up a color which is darker than the skin color, the base color of the skin. And you're going to use that color to create shadow around that white part of the eye, as I'm doing right here in the video. Also guys, I am using soft blend brush throughout the video. Sometimes I also use soft airbrush. Mostly I was using soft blend brush because it shades and blends at the same time. If you are using any other software, you can use any hard brush, and you can also use your blending tool at the same time. We want to make sure that we have a combination of harsh looking and soft looking shadows in our painting. That's how we are going to actually make it look more realistic and natural. So there's nothing as such to explain because you guys can already see what I'm doing here. Basically, I am creating a good base first, using just the colors and not any rough sketch. And I just find it very easy when I shade any part of the face this way. When I start with colors, I just find it really easy and it looks good also in the end. So here I'm creating the crease of the eye and also the upper lash line, I should say. Yeah, lash line. And also a little something under the eye as well, just to create the whole shape of the eyes. So here I'm using this maroonish, dark maroonish kind of color. As I said, whenever I paint skin or any part of the skin, I always use colors from orange undertone and also pink undertone to create a good combination of skin colors, just to make the skin look more real and not dead. So you want to make sure you're using colors not just with one undertone, but with different undertones, just to give it some life. I hope this is making sense. So here I'm also shading the white part of the eye. You want to make sure you're adding some sort of dark maroon or red color along with a dark black, I should say. Use a black color. If you're using soft blend brush, you can actually blend it out, because we also want to create some sort of shadows in that area as well. So as you guys can see here, I'm creating eyeliner for the eyes. You don't have to do it. If you want to avoid eyeliner, you can just completely go ahead and do that. It's completely your choice. It also depends on the reference you're looking at. So you can completely go ahead and use some reference as well, or you can just follow my tutorial, follow along with my tutorial. I just take a screenshot of the end result and have that as your reference. It will help you in the process. So yeah, that's what I'm doing here. And I actually made the liner part of the eye a little softer by blending it out. Not completely, but just slightly. And I am also creating eyelashes, and I also smudged those out later in the process because they were looking too harsh and too spider-like, and I didn't like it. So I went ahead and blend those out just a little later in the process. Now once you have a eye shape ready with you, it actually is really easy to add more and more shadows and highlights all around the eyes. But what I do is I build up. So I just started with a color which is slightly darker than the base color, the base skin color. Let's start building it up layer by layer by using different colors, by using some dark colors having orange undertone and some dark colors with pink undertone. And here I am actually creating eyebrows. So for that, what I did is I just actually created a shape first with just the color, and I actually erased some of the part of the eyebrow which I didn't want, and it actually created a really clean shape of the eyebrow. And then I went ahead with technical pen and I started adding hair strokes. So if you don't know how I actually create eyebrows, if you don't know how to actually draw and create eyebrows, I do have videos on that as well. I will link those down in the description so that you can find it and you can actually learn separately how to draw and create eyebrows. I also have a tutorial on eyelashes as well. I will link those down below. I will link all of those down below, and just go ahead and check those out. So yeah, at this point eyes are looking pretty nice. I just realized here that the eyes were looking kind of droopy, like the shape of the eye, but this is fine. You know, we're having fun here. We are shading, it's fine. Droopy eyes look good too, so it's fine. So yeah, I mean, and then I created this dark color in the crease area of the eye. You want to make sure that on the crease of the eye you have some sort of harsh kind of line to represent the crease of the eye. I don't know how to explain that, but I hope you're getting what I'm trying to say. And I just started adding more and more shadows around the eyes just to make them look more natural and realistic. And as you guys can see, I added this really dark looking line on the crease area of the eyes, because that's how you want to have the crease part of the eye. All right, and then yeah, at this point I am just building up the color and I'm adding more depth to the eyes. There's nothing much to explain, just add more and more depth until you are happy with the results. So yeah, keep building up the color, and in the end, once you're happy with everything, with the eyelashes and the shades, the shadows, the depth and everything, you're ready to add highlight on the eyes. So I always use white color to add highlights on the eyes, and I use soft brush to do that. And I'm adding these little dots, these little white dots on the iris, and also on the tear duct part of the eye, and also on the lids, and a little bit on the eyebrows as well, just to make them pop a little. And that's how you shade and draw eyes on any software for that matter. You don't have to use Procreate for this to work. You can use any software. I really hope you guys enjoyed this. If you do create eyes out of this tutorial, tag me on Instagram. I would love to see your results, your outcome. Other than that, I will see you guys in the next video.